What a beautiful
Everything was still wet on the morning of day 4. We packed up camp, put our wet clothes and shoes back on and went to get some breakfast. Of course, the first baker's was shut, so we headed a few kilometres out of town to find another one.
Day 4 of bikepacking to France. We're heading from Topstone to Chateau Gontier, just rejoining the Voie Verte, the French greenways.
The plan for the day was to head another 120 kilometres through the towns of Mayenne and Laval to Chateau Gontier and meet up with the rest of the family for the evening, staying in a house as a luxury.
Well, it's a beautiful morning, the sun is shining, unlike last night when we were engulfed in the most torrential rain. Getting the tent up was pretty hard, but everything's going to begin to dry out today.
Horses are not allowed on many of the greenways, but here we met a big group of horses enjoying the traffic-free path.
I was drinking in my nightclub.
The first 50 kilometres were almost entirely on compacted gravel, mostly on an old railway line, following the B53 cycle route to Mayenne.
Was then we planned the revolution to make things better for all time. Oh, and Guevara said that's crazy.
Mayenne was a very attractive town and we found lunch there. Our shoes had just about dried out by this time. We left Mayenne, continuing on the Voie Verte, only to find that it was closed a few kilometres south of Mayenne. There was a signed diversion, which was amazing, but the lunch carbs hadn't kicked in at this point, and there was frustration at the apparent lack of progress.
In there on the big screen, every night I've seen the way all things could be.
However, we were soon back on track and our fuel kicked in. Helped by a tailwind, we found our legs and completed the next section to Laval in less than 1.5 hours, cruising at 28 kilometers an hour on the compacted gravel, following the scenic Mayenne River the whole way.
The news broke after midnight that we'd pulled the temples down without a sound. But the generals, they were hiding out.
Laval was another chance to refuel at Tacos. Laval is another nice city along the Mayenne River with picturesque buildings and bridges.
So I got a paper bag, but you got the one with all the holes. And what a beautiful day.
So we've just left Laval and we're heading down to Chateau Gontier. I think it must be about 30 kilometers to Chateau Gontier. Oh, nice, smooth, flowing gravel along the towpath of the Mayenne River.
That's because nothing is impossible in my all-powerful mind.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover,
The final 30 to 35 kilometres continued along the beautiful towpath of the Mayenne River. Shady, smooth gravel, chateau, lock gates and generally easy riding all the way to our destination for the night, Chateau Gontier.
But between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. We are young, so let's set the
Chateau Gontier was a chance for a nice dinner and to do some essential bike maintenance and cleaning ahead of the long ride down to the Loire Valley tomorrow.